Good evening, good afternoon. This is Wags Chicago. I just stumbled across some more radar that in my 30 years of doing this garbage I've never seen before. You've never seen it until now. Watch this. I'll do it real quick and I'll slide it over right from here. This is at starting at 14 or no 11:17 UTC, and it's currently happening live as I record this. So it's now 4:12 Chicago time, minus or add 6, whatever it is. It's like 2000 now. So this started in time 14:11. Hang on, 13 December 21. Yeah, 14:11 hours is when this is going to begin through currently, which should be 20. What's it now? 16, whatever it is, 21 now. So it's been going on for about 5 hours, I think. I'm not going to do the math right now. I'm just stunned by what I just saw. Watch this. See how that works? Something's interfering with your satellite. Now it could be the sun or some garbage they're going to tell you, but all the weird portals that we're seeing over Egypt and India and the weird spiral doohickey. Now I want to show you something else too. Look at this. See this? Well, you're going to see it up close now, but right here in these mountains. Now that could be normal because there's a big storm coming in of California, but it just looks really weird to me. Like those mountains seem to be pumping out water. See how that works? And then watch when the frame starts freaking out. Watch, now they're gone. Watch, it dispersed it. You know what I mean? Like you're shocking some. I can't say like variance the equations. You see what I'm saying? I'm just thinking like if I was making a movie, how could you activate the germ game? Because I didn't say that. Dr. Gates of Hell said that. I think it was around the 26th of October. And it's just weird. We had a 200-mile long tornado on the ground in the Midwest there. You see how that works? A couple days ago, there's another hurricane over whatever they're calling this garbage hitting California right now. And let me show you this on the other radar, on the infrared. It looks even creepier. Watch this. Yeah, I'll just back it up. Hang on. It'll still play too. It's all right. You can see it. Because you can see here, watch to the left. You got the old, see the over here on the left, the doohickey gold flakes. See how they're pumping something in there with heat? Somebody told me that's heat, high heat in the atmosphere, and kaboom, look at that on infrared, huh? Zappa, zappa, zappa. I don't know what else to do but laugh. Look at this thing in the mid, and then is that Colorado? Look at this. You look like you're being gassed. Does that not look like 3 separate containers? And now they're gone when the zapping happens. I'm just saying, or a couple more. Look, watch here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You almost could see 5 pumpers coming out of this. You see them? They're coming from the ground. You know how you could do that? Ask NASA. There's a video about NASA where they said make it rain in Georgia, I think it's called. That's a real video. And they take a jet engine, they have it, they can make clouds out of like lakes. See how that works? Ponds. They just turn this engine on and you could pump water and make it rain somewhere else. See how that works? And then look at all the chemtrails over Illinois right here. See how this works? They're going from Nebraska and Iowa and whatever state this is, whatever it is doing, Missouri. See how that works? Boy, this ain't creepy, huh? You guys have been watching. Look at all the gold flakes. The whole atmosphere is gold flaked, and then it gets zapped. This is new to me. So I don't know what we're gonna call this doohickey, huh? It's like psychedelics. Oh, you see what I'm saying? This is like you're talking to aliens in that movie, right? That movie where they're sending the light colors back and forth. Because they could talk at frequency. I'm assuming if you got these world. Look at the bottom. You see the bottom how it shook? I just noticed that. Oh, nice. There was a different interference in the beginning of this. Watch this. That's current. This is live right now. It is now 4:17 p.m. Chicago time on 12/13/2021, and we're getting the shit zapped out of us by something. See it on the bottom of the screen jump? A lot of times it jumps like that when they're trying to catch shit in real time, by the way. And if in an hour from now this ain't on the screen no more, we know why. There's some creepy shit looking here. Is this like an EMP garbage little practice run? If you look at the fourth generation manual about WAR, see how that works? All this garbage is in there, how they're going to be zapping each other and internet attacks like they just practiced out of Israel the other day. See how that works in the sand? They just did a practice run on your banks, by the way. Remember the great winter, the germ games? I don't know what this. I'm just saying, what's in that smoke? Those are weird looking clouds to me. They look like cooling towers of gas, like you're being gas. This is the new USSA. You see how this works? I've been watching radar almost my whole life, my whole adult life. This is not normal. You can really see the chemtrails over here in the middle by Illinois. See how they're rocking in here? It's right by me. That's why I'm laughing. The gases are hitting me now. Maybe it's laughing gas. See how that works? This front, see this front running down the middle of the screen right here, where I'm touching with these little dots. That looks like forest fires, but they're really cooling towers. See how that works? Or they're not. Maybe that's God doing this. See how that works? It's God or the military. That's all I'm saying. If this don't scare the fuck out of you, this is what you need to be worried. What are they doing? Who's doing it? Is it interdimensional? Is it the military? Is it God? Something's happening, and these gold flakes mean high energy, very, very high. They're zapping the atmosphere right before this doohickey kicks in. Whatever this doohickey happens to be, I have no idea, but it looks really cool right now. If you were doing like a disco dancer, and look how perfect that line. Doesn't clouds normally travel from west to east, right? Somehow there's water only coming out of the mountains. I don't or vapor or some kind of gases. See how that works? And in this color, purplish, that's called devil's lithium. You know what that means, right? You've been seeing your old purple skies at night. Oh, these fuckers love you and me. The big mouth. This is Wag Chicago. I'll be back. I got some really bad economic news, like with the economy. Well, let's just talk about your economy is garbage. And inflation, they're saying is 6.8%. It's not. They're adjusting to the new math of 2021. See how that works? But if you use the original 1991 formula for GDP and figure out inflation, they used to include gasoline and energy as well as groceries, the two things that have skyrocketed in the last 10 months or whatever. But whatever, do you? I know gasoline's doubled at the pump, I believe, or close to it. And that's not included. So you're at almost 7% without including what you need to live and drive. You see how that works? So that also means your deliveries are going to start getting more expensive for all your packaged garbage. That's not coming in, by the way. And by the way, Target stores, just so you know, Google this one. People were gobbling up these new products for Christmas. These Lego sets. I guess Lego retires a bunch of their divisions every year. Well, they got a whole bunch. Somehow they got this miraculous huge inventory. They had it till everybody figured it out of retired Lego sets. Google that or go look at their site. If you know anything about Lego, I don't know shit. I'm just hearing this from other interwebs, let's call it. How did Target have enough inventory right now, but no other mom and pop stores get nothing if there's any left? And then my shelves, I've been showing you, all my stores are empty or partially empty, more than they should be, let's say, and for a free country. And see how this works? You're gonna be starving. Look at this screen. Anyway, I think you get it. Anyway, and they're also canceling the student loan waiver for a while because of the economy. Now the economy is so good, you got to pay your student loans back. More good news: the Federal Reserve now says they're voted on today that because of the new news of the garbage economy, etc., when hyperinflation's here, you just don't fucking want to admit it. But it is. They said they're calling for double-digit inflation for next year, which is 2022. It's only a few weeks away. And if you adjust, then that's going up 10 points. The same. If you take the math and go back, that's like over 20%, like 24%. That means 1/4 of the year you're working now no longer pays for any goods you want to get. You understand what inflation means? If it costs you $1,000 for a new washing machine or whatever, now it's going to cost you like $1,500 or whatever you calculate, or go backwards. If you had $1,000 in your bank, it now is only worth right now, according to the government, 6% less than it was, because remember, we've been at 0% inflation and interest for a long time. So that's the other problem. When they're telling you it's 7% and you were just getting 2% cost of living, that's what they're meaning by that. 2 to 7 is 300% increase. See how that works? But you're really at 15. So 2% to 15% is like 700% increase. You guys don't realize, because it hasn't hit you yet, you just had a 700% increase in inflation. As far as that's like exponential. But now we're going into hyperinflation. It's speeding up so fast, you're going to get hit in the face where you're going to need a wheelbarrow like in the 20s, like the 29. Remember that? Go look it up. Look it up. When they had to have wheelbarrows to get a loaf of bread. That's a true story. Like, and it was here in this country, by the way. You all think you're an untouchable. Yes, the fuck you are. Better wake up. You better be growing potatoes. I swear to God. This is way